Have you ever wondered how the crispy golden cornflakes you enjoy every morning are made in a factory? Every morning, millions of people enjoy the crispy, nutritious corn cereals they love. To meet the enormous global demand for these breakfast staples, tons of corn are harvested, processed, and transformed into millions of cereal boxes that end up on shelves. But how does a simple corn kernel go from being harvested to becoming a beloved cereal in your bowl? To uncover this process, we visited a leading cereal factory to explore how corn is transformed into crispy cereals that millions of people enjoy each day. Before we dive into the fascinating process of making cornflakes, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a behind-the-scenes look at how your favorite products are made. Grab a bowl of your favorite cereal, sit back, and let's explore the incredible journey from farm to factory. The origins of cereal. The history of cereal is quite an interesting one. The invention of breakfast cereal wasn't a result of a grand plan, but rather an accident. In the 1890s, Dr. John Harvey Kellogg and his brother Will Keith Kellogg were attempting to create bread dough. However, they accidentally left boiled wheat for too long, which caused it to turn into flakes. Instead of discarding them, they decided to toast the flakes and taste them, and that's when the first cornflakes were born. This serendipitous event became the foundation for one of the largest cereal empires in the world. The rise of cereal, from bulk to boxes. In the early days of cereal production, cereals were primarily sold in bulk. This approach appealed to health-conscious consumers who valued the product's reputation as a healthy and easily digestible food. The bulk sales model also catered to families and institutions looking for large quantities at once. However, as the popularity of cereals increased, the industry adapted to consumer preferences and individual packaging became more common. This transition allowed customers to easily purchase and store their favorite cereals at home, making the product more accessible and convenient. As cereals gained wider recognition, their distribution grew rapidly. What began as a regional market soon expanded into national and international territories, cementing cereals as a staple breakfast food around the world. This expansion also spurred the development of various cereal brands, each competing to create new and innovative products that would capture the attention of consumers. The evolution of cereal from bulk to boxed products marked a key turning point in its journey to becoming a globally recognized and beloved food. The global cereal supply chain. This cereal factory, one of the largest in Europe, plays a crucial role in meeting the ever-growing demand for breakfast cereals. To produce millions of cereal boxes each day, the process starts long before the grains even reach the factory. It all begins in the vast fields of Argentina, where corn is harvested from over 390 farms. Once the corn is harvested, it's shipped to the United Kingdom, where it undergoes a rigorous selection and cleaning process to ensure only the highest quality kernels are used. The factory operates 24/7 to meet the demands, and each day up to 30,000 tons of corn are processed to create the crispy, nutritious cereals enjoyed by millions. The production line is a complex, continuous operation designed to maintain the highest quality standards and keep up with the massive global demand. The journey of corn from Argentina. The corn that is used to make these cereals is cultivated in the fertile lands of Argentina. Over 390 farms contribute to the production, making it a significant agricultural effort. During the harvest season, corn cobs are plucked and sent to the factory. Up to 30,000 tons of corn are shipped to the United Kingdom every year, enough to produce 500 million bowls of cornflakes. The production line itself operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, ensuring a constant supply of fresh cereal. Intending to manufacture 1 million cereal packages every single day, efficiency is key. Quality control, the first step in cereal manufacturing. Once the corn arrives at the factory, it undergoes strict selection and cleaning to ensure only high-quality kernels are used in the process. During the initial inspection, the size and freshness of the kernels are checked to ensure that they meet the established standards. Only the best corn kernels are chosen for processing, while any that are too small, damaged, or overripe are discarded. The kernels are then stored in controlled environments, such as cool and dry areas, to maintain their quality. In some cases, additional conditioning is required, where the kernels undergo a process of controlled moistening. This helps to soften the husk and prepares them for the next stages of production. Cleaning process. Before the corn kernels are processed further, they go through an initial cleaning stage. This involves removing impurities such as stones, dust, and other foreign particles. The corn kernels are passed through sieves and vibrating screens, which help separate the corn particles based on their size and density. This stage is essential to ensure that only clean and pure corn kernels proceed to the next stage. After the first cleaning, the kernels undergo a secondary cleaning process. This involves using gravity separators and vacuum cleaners to remove any finer impurities like small stones, dust, or residual particles. The cleaned kernels are then sorted based on their size and density, ensuring that only the highest quality corn kernels are used in the production of flakes. Soaking and conditioning. Preparing the kernels. Once the corn kernels have been thoroughly cleaned, they are transferred to soaking tanks. These specially designed tanks are filled with hot water, where the corn kernels are submerged and left to soak for several hours. The purpose of this process is to soften the husk of the corn and make it easier to mill and transform into flakes. The soaking process also allows the hot water to penetrate the grain, which helps in loosening the husk and preparing it for the milling stage. Sometimes after soaking, the corn kernels are further conditioned. This involves adding steam or heat to adjust the moisture content of the grains, which helps improve their texture and makes it easier to remove the husk during the milling process. This additional conditioning helps achieve better separation of the husk and more uniform flakes during the next stages of production. Milling and separation. Turning corn into cornmeal. Once the soaking and conditioning process is completed, the corn kernels are ready for the milling stage. This is a crucial step in the cereal manufacturing process as it converts the corn kernels into a fine and homogeneous mass known as cornmeal. The corn kernels are transferred to large mills where they are passed between two giant steel rollers. These rollers rotate in opposite directions, with one roller slightly faster than the other. The mills are specialized equipment designed to grind the kernels and reduce them to a coarse mass. This mass is referred to as cornmeal. During the milling process, the corn kernels are crushed and ground to break them into smaller particles. The resulting cornmeal is then passed through a series of sieves and separators to remove the husk and other unwanted particles, ensuring that the final cornmeal is smooth and uniform. The resulting cornmeal becomes the base material for forming the famous cornflakes. Cooking and flake formation, creating the crispy texture. After the cornmeal has been processed, it is ready to move on to the next stage. Cooking and flake formation. This step is essential to achieving the crispy texture that makes cornflakes so popular. The cornmeal is transferred to large mixers, where it is combined with additional ingredients such as sugar, honey, salt, and other flavors specific to the cereal recipe. The mixture is then subjected to heat and steam, which causes the cornmeal to expand and become more malleable. This process is crucial for creating the airy, light texture that is characteristic of cornflakes. Next, the hot and cooked cornmeal is passed through a machine called an extruder. The extruder forces the cornmeal through a matrix with specific openings, which shapes the cornmeal into thin flakes. The flakes are cut to the desired length and size using adjustable blades inside the extruder. This step is key to ensuring that each cornflake is uniform in size and texture. Cooling and drying, ensuring crispiness. Once the cornflakes are formed, they are transferred to a conveyor belt or a cooling system where they undergo a rapid cooling process. This stage is essential for solidifying the flakes and helping them retain their signature crispy texture. The cooling process is carefully controlled to prevent any excess heat from compromising the flakes' crunchiness. At the same time, moisture is removed to ensure that the flakes don't become soggy or lose their texture during later stages. As the flakes continue through the cooling system, a rotating drum plays a crucial role in the drying process. This drum helps maintain an even temperature and moisture balance, ensuring that each flake reaches the desired crispiness without losing its structural integrity. In addition to cooling and drying, the flakes are also sprayed with a boiling sweet solution. This syrupy mixture coats the flakes with a thin layer of sweetness, contributing to the distinctive flavor that makes cornflakes so popular. The sweet coating adds just the right amount of flavor while enhancing the overall texture of the cereal. After this coating process, the flakes are nearly finished, but they must undergo a final round of quality checks and drying. Once this is complete, they are ready to move on to the last stages of the production process, which include additional inspection and packaging. The result is a crispy, sweet, and flavorful cornflake ready to be packaged and sent to consumers. Final stages: drying, cooling, and packaging. The newly formed cornflakes undergo several final processes before they are ready for packaging. First, they are dried to eliminate any remaining moisture, ensuring that they remain crispy. Hot air is blown through the flakes in a drying system, which helps to remove excess moisture while preserving the crisp texture. Once the cornflakes are adequately dried, they are cooled. Cold air currents are used to bring the temperature of the flakes down, preventing them from sticking together. This ensures that each flake remains distinct and crispy. Before packaging, the cornflakes undergo a rigorous quality inspection. They are visually inspected to ensure they meet the required standards of taste, texture, and appearance. The cereal is tested to ensure it meets all the necessary quality control standards. Once the flakes pass this inspection, they are ready for packaging. Packaging, final touches. Once the cornflakes have been properly prepared, they are transferred to advanced packaging machines. These machines ensure that each bag receives an accurate portion of flakes with a precise weight for every package. The process involves measuring the flakes carefully to avoid under- or overfilling, ensuring consistency across all packages. After the correct amount of flakes is dispensed, the bags are sealed at both the top and bottom using a heat-sealing mechanism. This secure seal prevents any defective packages from passing through the system, guaranteeing the freshness and quality of the product. Following the sealing process, each package receives a label, which includes important product information such as the brand name, nutritional content, and expiration date. The labeling is done with high precision to ensure all details are clear and legible. The packages are then moved to storage areas where they are kept in optimal conditions. This helps maintain their quality until they are ready to be distributed. The final step involves shipping the cereal packages to various retailers and distributors. With millions of boxes being produced daily, it's a meticulous process that ensures the cornflakes reach store shelves in perfect condition, ready to be enjoyed by consumers worldwide. Distribution: getting cereal to store shelves. Once the cornflakes are packaged, the boxes are prepared for distribution to stores. This factory operates at an impressive scale, producing over 1 million cereal boxes every 24 hours. These boxes are then sent to various distribution channels, making their way to store shelves where they are ready to be picked up by consumers. The entire manufacturing process, from the initial corn harvest to the final packaging of the cereal, is executed with precision and efficiency. Each stage is meticulously planned and controlled to ensure the highest quality and consistency of the product. The process involves state-of-the-art technology and skilled workers who ensure that everything runs smoothly. At the end of this carefully controlled operation, the result is a delicious and nutritious cereal that millions of people enjoy every day. The high demand for such cereals is met through this efficient, continuous production cycle, ensuring that consumers always have access to their favorite breakfast option. With each box of cereal produced, the factory contributes to feeding families around the world with a tasty and wholesome start to their day. From harvesting corn to the final product, the journey of how corn turns into cereal is complex and fascinating. The process involves many steps, including cleaning, conditioning, milling, cooking, and packaging, each designed to ensure the final product is of the highest quality. Whether you're enjoying a bowl of cornflakes at breakfast or using it as a snack, the effort behind every box is remarkable. If you found this process interesting, don't forget to like the video, share it with friends, and subscribe for more insights into how everyday products are made. For further exploration, check out our video on how sugar is made, linked in the description and the first comment.